apparently in Florida, if you don't tell someone that you're recording them, like that woman who got raped and recorded it on her phone, the conviction got thrown because she didn't tell him first, right? And that is the logic behind your fucking system, okay? Well, I worked for the fucking pedophile. I didn't know it at the time, of course, but after about 4 or 5 days, he started getting real weird. Talking about his daughter's sleepovers, like how his overtime, how they just like, man, just only made it a thing now, like right when he's ready to fuck 13, like just sickness. Just as fucked up as it is, typical ass sickness. And I got it all, right? So then, of course, right after Christmas, get this, I got stiffed by a pedophile. Fuck me. Man. Alright, well, by that point, I had already given everything where it went, and I told him I was putting a mechanic's lien on his boat, and fucking police report and all that, whatever. Okay? Motherfucker filed an extortion charge saying that, like, by demanding the $600 that I work for, that I'm extorting that thing, right? And it's a felony warrant, and they pushed it, right? Well, being that I, had what I had already, whenever I took it to Jeff Gross, who was thought it was a friend of mine there, and the owner of the marina, Steve Cardell Jr. It's just locker room talk and and all this extra stuff and a whole bunch of like, why the fuck are you playing this off so? Like, why are you just brushing this off like it isn't shit? Like, I don't understand your fucking frame of view right now. Like, why are you minimizing and justifying, why are you making this acceptable? And it's because of the money that he receives off the books to be left alone by the pedophile, and the amount of money he receives by Jeff Gross to not only rent the slip, but also in his lot and overbay or whatever, like a whole trailer and truck and setup and everything up there. Morals, like, are not important enough to compromise a person's comfortable, to compromise their financial situation, So, and of course, I had my recorder on when I went in there, in situations like that where people in positions of power are able to group up, and like any credibility you have is easily just thrown out because of who they are or because of what you look like. Like, that's the only proof that you can fucking get. So then he's over there signing dead men's names and all kinds of shit. Then from Oklahoma, one of my friends from a while ago, he was friends, like, we were all friends, like friends with each other's friends and shit. Aaron Ryder also is not gonna bite the hand that feeds him. So condone. He's sounding like John Anderson, where he's just like, anybody who does anything condones pedophilia. You're pro pedo. Like, but there's a point where, like, when something's clear as day and you're brushing it off, like, you're choosing your own comfortable versus kids getting exploited and fucking being fucked on and sexualized and all that shit. And if you fight and you stand up against that shit, then obviously you're going to get booked for it. They're going to use whatever they have. The dude's an old military captain, like, and I'm a felon, who's been labeled with mental health issues and already the history of my son's mother. So, like, I just, man to man in a courtroom, person to person, all facts aside, history, I stand no chance. Who are they going to believe? Right? So I have to record shit. And it's like, oh, Mary, fucking stupid ass Brianna Bailey. Well, this isn't the only person who's recorded, and not by a mile. Oh. You know, like, what the fuck else are you supposed to do? Like, you have no way to prove that you're telling the truth besides through other people's own mouths. So, you trying to crucify me for that? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I don't fucking get it. But, yeah, so for the most part, that's the whole Melbourne, Florida pedophile situation. But then, if you know my life, there's always another situation, right? And that is Tom Marks and Sharnata Cardell, not related to the marina owner. This woman, I sold my boat engine on Craigslist, and Tom was the dude that came in. We ended up becoming friends, whatever. He's an older dude. Like, we just did boat shit together. Well, she's like been friends with him. They used to date, and then she gets mad or whatever. She put a strangulation charge on him. He didn't do it. Just, like, they play games at work. Like, they work in hospice, and he'll have the hall, but she'll be under him, but she'll purposely neglect a room and, like, play a game, see if he finds it before his shift's up so that it doesn't go on his record and shit, for neglect or whatever. Like, that kind of fucking sickness. Like, I don't care what Sean's fucking history is as a child or her mental health issues. Like, she's allowed to be out here doing this shit. I recorded the court hearing and that night, and it is on YouTube. Like, it's fucking disgusting. I had a bailiff come up to me afterwards and say, dude, he's like, I don't know what's going on. He's like, but you need to watch your six. He's like, whatever offensive is happening, like, you got to get out of town, dude. Like, all right. So now I'm out of town, and guess what? Well, if you leave the state of Florida, well, I did leave before the warrant was issued, but, man, you get punished worse. Like, what, I'm going to stick around? Really? Like, I'm just going to be like, okay, guys, here, I've already had my image fucked up. Now, here, take my physical body, too, and try to break my mental while you're at it. I don't fucking think so, bro. I'll die first. And I think you know that. This whole fucking process and the way that the system is able to be exploited based on people's emotions or how they feel about somebody. And, the best thing Brianna Bailey ever said was when she quoted me. When both sides have to exploit the system to win, what the fuck is the point of having it? What is it there for? So,